What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is Friday morning here, taking a look at the NASDAQ. Up there at 29,400 or so. We broke yesterday's high. We are kind of just chopping around here in the middle, dropped down, swept this level, pushed up, back down the middle of the range here. So let's see what plays out for us today. The goal is going to be try not to get chopped up here in the middle of the range. You know, that's been the theme here. A lot of range on these candles as well. I mean, this 5-minute candle here has 140 points, so it's just crazy. We might just use one MNQ, maybe two. Let's see what we get today. Want to get some clean trades. That's obviously the focus. You know, working on a couple things here at a time. So let's see if we can take some trades near the top or bottom of the range, and we'll see how that plays out for us today. See you guys on the first trade.
Order filled.
Watching this here, we just swept the levels here from this morning. Watching this just one MNQ as we turned red on that here on the 5-minute. I look for a little bit more of a drop here, and then I will tighten risk. I'm gonna move at break even on this. Watching this here, see if we get tagged out or not.
Order filled.
Tagged out break even. Pulling back into that 2-minute level there. Want to see if we broke that. I was going to add one. If not, we're just stopped out there. Pushed in, put a wick over this level here. See if we could get some buyers trapped in that and push lower. But that's all right. Quick trade on that. Quick move to break even. We'll see what plays out here. We still have these levels up here. Is really the high from what, 5:30 in the morning. High of 668 on that. Sweep level up there. High from pre-market. And then we, of course, have here kind of the range we're in right now. See how this actually plays out here. New hourly candle going to open in about 2 minutes. I do like the setup on the hourly here. We did sweep this level there. We put in technically what I like to see continuation here. So this candle closed under the low of this candle. This next candle open, you want to see it dip into that and then push lower. But it is coming after we swept these levels here, so not as strong. That's good for win rate. But then after that, it completely invalidated that, and now we're actually, it looks like we're going to close over this previous candle high and this short setup right here at 550. So might be interested in a long if we can come into this zone here. So watching that for potential long on the hourly, and the fact that it's a higher time frame, it's really nice to see. So gonna watch for that. We got about 1.5 minutes, and we'll see if we can get some long entries here, targeting probably towards, you know, towards 800. See if we can break higher out of this. 850 is this swing high level as well at 847. So that would be a higher target if we can start pushing something potentially for that there. So let's see, minute left on this hourly candle, and we'll see if we get the entry. I do want to try and target this 847, this level here, see if we're going to push up and sweep that mid 800s.
Order filled.
There we go. We got one in there.
Order filled.
All right, tagged in the second one there. We're targeting the break of this level up here. See if we can get it. We're in here long. Good 5-minute retest here into 700 psychological whole number. We have a target here, sweep level. We are over the pre-market levels as well, above the moving averages. So far so good. Trying to decide where I want to keep my stop. Probably keep it there. Yeah, we'll do 63, risk 213 on this, under that previous 5-minute candle low, under the pre-market high level. As we push higher, we'll move stop up. We're gonna leave it there for now. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the setup. A lot of things coming together. Broke the pre-market high. We are over the moving averages. We're in an uptrend, so we're with the trend. And we got our entry trigger there, previous candle high in the 5-minute, as well as 1 minute coming back down into this gap with the previous candle high here that we broke out of. So with a sweep level above us to target. I like the context with the trade. There's a lot of things working together here. Was patient this morning, waiting. We did take a stab at that short earlier. Close that. It's a good move to break even. It's a quick trade there. So far respecting this, getting bought up on these drops. Another candle here. See if we hold this near the high of this and just go. Nice little dip into that previous candle high. Yeah, that's my entry trigger. There's the working on not mixing up setup and entry. Entry being retest of, a lot of people have different names. Wick test, previous candle high. I know some of the ICT people call it FVG, a fair value gap. That's, I think it's similar to this where you have like a gap, they want more. Well, I'll take it just the next candle, dip into it. So yeah, that's kind of my entry. So not confusing that by taking that entry in the middle of the range. That's where you get caught up. So what type of setup do you have? What is the, you know, the playbook setup, the criteria, and then find your entry, your trigger. So working on that, not just taking every entry trigger I see. I'm waiting for an actual setup to play out and then finding that entry there. So with all that said, so far it's looking good here. I'm gonna move stop up here under 700, under that previous candle low on the 5-minute, under these open and close levels here. And let's see if we can get that push up towards that 850 level. I kind of still want to give it full risk. That's another thing I have to figure out. When do I want to move? We have another 5-minute candle, so I'm thinking move it up under this low. But if we get something where we come back into the pre-market level. I don't want to be taken out on that drop for the continuation. So we'll go a couple 5-minute candles back. Ultimately, I wouldn't even want to see it do that. I want to see it just hold where we got in. But I want to give it some breathing room, especially with the range that we've been having here. So I think we're going to leave it there at 200. And we're going to let it play out. That's the plan. Looks like we're going to get stopped out on this. Coming back down. There's that 668 level initial. Oh, we got a huge pop of buyers off that level, so did respect that, but see what they do here. So we did get that, like I was talking about, that sway back down, hit 667, stop right below that. See if that was the bottom of that drop there, if they're gonna swipe this level and come back down here.
Order filled.
Dang, that sucks. Taken out there. We got that moment of buying, but then ended up sweeping lower under that, coming back under pre-market highs. Unfortunate. I did like criteria for the trade. Thought it was okay. So we'll see how it reacts around here if we start closing, getting back under this pre-market high level. I'm hoping it wasn't just that's the sweep and now we go up from there. That's gonna suck, getting stopped out at the bottom. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened here in the last week. But yeah, let's wait, let's watch, let's see if something else sets up for us here. New 5 minutes setting up in about a minute and a half. Got a 6.5 for a new 15. Let's see what happens here.
Order filled.
Watching this long here, got tagged in there at 505. 60-minute level, convergence of the 9 and 20 here. Was able to get in one, have my other contract here at 450. If we come into this 5-minute level, that huge breakup candle we had, gonna risk a bit more in this trade here on the eval. We're gonna put our stop underneath of this level. If we keep going down to 450, we'll get tagged in another contract here.
Order filled.
Added one there on that level. See if maybe we're just sweeping that and hold. Just getting crushed. This has been so brutal. This has been so brutal. See if we can get back over 500, this new hourly, or if they're going to reject right here. Turn my entry into resistance, the old classic. Do 5 minute here. See if we can hold this area after closing above it. Close above 500, dipping back into it now. Back into our entry here. See, was this dip buy save all for nothing, or are they gonna hold this here, and are we gonna continue our push higher? Nice, some buying coming in here. Love to see that. There we go, making a run for 668. Those levels from the pre-market high area. Pushing that here, see if we can get a break. Once we break that, I'll move stop up. I mean, realistically, can move it up probably higher right now. I'm gonna move stop up there under the low of these candles that we put in, under 600. Pushing lower there. See if it takes us out on this. So we flip red.
Order filled.
Stopped out there as we came back down, breaking through this. We may very well just hold in this area. It's been a rough stretch. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna finish green up to 1680. It's a miracle. We'll see what ends up happening though later on in the day. If this ends up breaking the high, if we end up making a run for that 850, which I've been watching. For now, it rejected the pre-market high levels. Kind of head and shoulders-esque as well. Maybe that was a good profit stop, maybe not. I might be taking it so I can finish green rather than letting it come back down and the whole move work, which I understand and realize, but for the mental, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so hopefully you guys could take something away from this today. I'd say we followed the plan better. I'd say we were trading more at the extremes of the range. We were trading up here, although looking for a long after breaking through. That one's a little more questionable. This one here got a little spooky there for a moment, but it did end up panning out what I was watching. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good weekend. We'll see you guys Monday morning. Thanks for watching.